Siren is a 2016 creature feature horror thriller that kind of kicks a lot of ass. So we're going to talk about it. For those that don't know, Siren is a spin off of VHS, which is an anthology series and an anthology film, I should say. But it's also three films, so technically it's a series, it's a franchise. The first one had a segment about a demonic female character. We didn't know if she was a succubus, a siren, or what, but with this we figured out she's a siren. And they spun her off into her own movie, and it totally worked. Not totally. There are some things that don't work here. But what is Siren? Siren is about a group of four friends who go on a bachelor party because the one friend is getting married in a week, and they're like, let's just do something really crazy. So, like typical horror movie fashion, um, they get invited by a stranger to this underground place to like have all your fantasies come true and do some wild, crazy crap. And when they get there, they start to be like, okay, this is a little weird, but let's just roll with the punches. The friend getting married gets pulled to the side basically to have like the ultimate time of his life, like they wanted. And he gets introduced to the siren, which he doesn't know what she is yet. And he believes she's being held hostage, she's being held captive. He believes this place is a sex trafficking uh, place, and they break her out, and they realize that she's not just a normal human being, but she's a demonic force. And let's just say she attaches to the one male, and she likes him a lot, and she wants to be with him, and the film just goes from there. The best part about Siren is the performance by Hannah Fearman. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She also played the Siren in VHS, and she gives a very innocent yet creepy performance. That sounds odd, but her mannerisms and how she speaks and how she looks in the film, you'd understand that she comes off very, very innocent and almost very childlike. And kudos to her, big, big thumbs up, because she's doing her stunts and acting and like being a complete badass most of the time naked. Like she is nude the entire movie. Thinking about it, which makes sense. Like she's a demonic siren from hell. Why would she care about clothes? But it's not in poor taste. Most of the time she's covered up by her own hair, or the shadows, or the camera angles aren't like boom cleavage or none of that stuff. It's actually very handled pretty well. Director, cast, good job for keeping her safe. And yeah, this is basically a creature feature with like romance sprinkled in, which is really weird. I did not expect that. The four main characters, real quick, uh, they don't all start off likable, which is fine because every group of friends has like that asshole. But all the characters are redeemable to a certain extent. All of them are fleshed out. They all have their reasonings for doing what they do and all that, so that's good. The practical effects work is really solid. Some of the CGI is a bit rough, but upon my research, apparently the CGI aspects of the film were rushed, and the director never even got a final say in it, which sucks. So I actually really feel bad for him, because I'm sure if they didn't get rushed out, I'm sure it would have looked better and been more smooth. The ending I actually really liked. Random thought, but I thought it was going to just go this way, and then the film just went completely right. And I'm like, okay, that ending works way better than what I had in my mind how they were going to go about this. But I will say one thing that's a little jarring is they introduce all like this like completely bonkers supernatural stuff, and they never explain it. And it's one of those films and things where you just have to go along with it. And a lot of people don't like films like that. I'm cool with it because like VHS, it's multiple stories. Some are completely out there too. So I went in knowing what this was going to be, kind of. But for those who haven't seen the VHS films and seeing all this bonkers stuff and like a little bit of a spoiler to like help explain it, but there's like other mythical beings, I guess you want to say, and like you just have to go along with it and like try not to question it. But that's also a good thing, kind of, because I would totally like to see more of this world and see more of like how these beings or these characters and like the shenanigans that they get into, how that affects like the grander scheme of this world. Now I have no idea how well this did, and it came out 40 years ago. So if it did well, I'm assuming we'd hear about a sequel or another spinoff at some point, but we never did. So I don't know. But yeah, if you can shut your brain off and just go with the flow of this movie and just accept all the wildness that happens, I think you're going to have a good time like I did. And it's only like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and like maybe an hour and 30. It's not long. It tells the story it needs to and it just gets out of there, which I always give mad thumbs up for. But Siren, if you're looking for a fun little creature feature with some romance sprinkled in, some gore sprinkled in, and some pretty cool action scenes sprinkled in, Siren's for you. It's on Netflix. Check it out, especially if you like the VHS films. Check it out, and I highly suggest seeing VHS 1. 2 is alright. Viral's not great, but they're all still fun. But the first one's the best. It's really good. Check out VHS, then check out Siren. Both are killer movies. Support it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and be good people and be safe.